to the class of 2024. What a blessing and honor it is to be able to talk to you all on this important day. Last year, when I found out I'd be giving this speech, I did not think about it very much because I still had a whole year till I graduated. But as the months started to very rapidly pass by me, I realized my mistake of waiting. Often, we find ourselves waiting to do big things for multiple reasons. Maybe the task seems too big to take on now or too scary to face now. We have the idea that in the future we will be more ready or prepared to take on the things we need to accomplish. But often, this is not the case. We are still scared and still anxiously waiting. Throughout this year, I found myself waiting for things to happen to me. I waited to complete an assignment, I waited for my college acceptance letters to come in, I waited for graduation to finally come. I waited. Why did I wait? This useless waiting did not help me. A phrase I heard a lot throughout this year is too soon, it will be too late. Too soon, you won't be able to tell your mom and dad you love them. Too soon, you won't be able to hang out with your friends and be carefree. Too soon, you won't be able to eat lunch with your best friends. Too soon, everything you know right now will be a fond memory that you hold dear. So, I realized, I shouldn't be waiting all my life for things, because soon I won't get the luxury to wait. We live our lives like we are immortal, that we always have tomorrow, but this is not the case. After today, I will not be able to go to my classes, walk through the hallways, or talk to a lot of you again once we leave this building. I wonder if I waited too long to speak to you, if I waited for the courage to tell you something. Today, I don't want to wait. I want to tell you this. I cannot think of any other time in my life when I will be given the opportunity to speak to this many people in such a big setting as this. What I want to tell you is this, and it is very simple. God is the only reason I am here today. I've only ever known one constant in my life, and that is God. I have walked through every trial and every valley, but I have walked it with the Lord. I can say with all honesty that I am not sure I'd be standing in front of you if it was not for God. The reason I don't want to wait to tell you this is because this is important to me. It is important that I tell you all at least once how good God is and how good He has been to me. The Lord has blessed me in thousands of ways this year, but one of the biggest was being able to give this speech, to be able to tell this many people how good God is and how good He can be for you. He has loved and walked with you, and even if you didn't know it. And I hope this is something you will remember as you go into this next chapter of your life. My hope is that today somebody will know what I am talking about, and that this is something that resonates with others for years to come. I am forever grateful I got to give this speech, and I am even more eternally grateful that God gave me the courage to stop waiting.
Good evening, everyone. It is an honor to be speaking to you all tonight. I'm going to try to make this as smooth as possible. Thank goodness this isn't live. Soon enough, our accomplishments here will be little more than empty words on a resume, but I think we can find more meaning to everything we've experienced in the last 4 years. All of us in being here face challenges, whether they be in our academics, our extracurriculars, or even our personal lives. And with these challenges, we've all experienced a great fear of failing. It is this fear which has often compelled us to quit or put less effort into whatever lies ahead of us. One of my most vivid experiences with this fear comes from early in my high school career. When I was a freshman, I decided to try out for our school's rifle team. My tryout went about as horribly as it possibly could, as I hit my peers' targets more than I hit my own. But the number of people who qualified for the team were the exact number of people who tried out. I spent the season struggling to match my peers, falling short nearly every time, and I stepped into the firing line. I felt out of place, I felt inferior, and most of all, I felt like quitting. Until one day, my coach, retired Master Sergeant Thurston, pulled me to the end of the firing line and taught me how to shoot in each stance. I took the lessons and encouragement provided and used his belief in me to manifest belief in myself, putting effort into every shot so I could be as good as he knew I could be. I went on every year after to be on varsity. It is this idea I want to share with you all. As we go into the world, we will most certainly face failure, we will most certainly face the feeling of not belonging, and we will most certainly face the feeling of self-doubt. But we can overcome these things. To be who we want to be, we must look at ourselves and see more of the person we can be than the person we are. And as we step forward, knowing that the ground may shift beneath our feet, we must also know that we will always find a way to get back up. It is what we have learned here through our losses and our victories which will help us find our footing when we fall. I'd like to thank you all for listening to my nonsense tonight. I'd like to thank all my family, friends, and teachers who have supported me throughout high school. It is your support which has allowed me to get the honor of blabbering in front of hundreds of people. So remember, if you didn't like my speech, y'all did it to yourselves. Thank you all. Good night.
Good evening, family, friends, faculty, and graduates. I am honored to be the salutatorian of Siegel's class of 2024. Dolly Parton has inspired me through her music and dedication to her work, family, faith, and community. Tonight, I would like to share with you some of her famous quotes or Dollyisms. Dreams don't just come true by themselves, you gotta put wings on them and see where they take you. Dreams require effort to be achieved. Actively working toward our goals gives our dreams the opportunity to become reality. Each action we take propels us closer to the fulfillment of our dreams. Along the way, we may discover new paths and opportunities we hadn't anticipated. You'll never do a whole lot unless you're brave enough to try. Taking risks and being willing to try new things are essential aspects of personal growth. Through stepping out of our comfort zones and facing challenges head on, we discover our true potential. Pushing past our fears or doubts can lead to many opportunities and experiences that we may not have otherwise encountered. If you want the rainbow, you gotta put up with the rain. Many of us will face trials in our next chapters. It's often the determination to keep pushing forward, even in the face of adversity, that ultimately leads to achieving our goals. Consistently applying effort, learning from mistakes, and staying focused on the end result can make a significant impact on our success. So dare to try, dare to fail, dare to learn, and always put wings on your dreams. Hearts on fire, minds on ice.